Negotiation scenes in cinema are very well represented. They often feature a charismatic protagonist using a variety of manipulative techniques in front of an audience, eager to know the outcome. That's all very well, but it doesn't really reflect reality. A sales call often involves a lot of unforeseen events. The person has to pick up the phone, you have to get past the secretary lady. In other words, you have to target the right person at the right moment. No easy task. So we tend to shy away from cold calling in favor of cold mailing, which is considered easier. I mainly make hot calls, although I did have a brief experience in cold calling. Let's see if, with a few examples, we can establish the main principles of phone prospecting. The reason why cold mailing is used more often than cold calling is that the latter generates more apprehension. It is synchronous communication, which means greater fear of rejection. This is what we can call the Tinder syndrome. On the app, rejection is colorless, whereas a meeting in real life requires you to keep your ego in check. In terms of effectiveness, an email isn't necessarily better or worse than a call. Whether you receive a call from a scammer or an email in your spam folder, it's all the same shit. Nevertheless, there is a significant advantage to cold calling. A phone number is easier to find than an email address. If you think of Google Maps, phone numbers are displayed on detailed pages, whereas emails have to be searched for on websites. It's much more difficult. By the way, if you would like a well-segmented lead file from Google Maps, you can take a look at scrub.io. It allows you to download your Excel or CSV file in just a few clicks. The link is in the description. When cold calling, nothing should be left to chance. The speech must be scripted. This not only reduces stress, it also provides an objective basis for comparison in terms of KPIs. The script is divided into 5 steps. Presentation.
Hello, sir. My name's Chris Gardner. I'm calling from Dean Witter.
Trust.
The point is, it doesn't matter what the fuck they say. The only real objection that they have is that they don't trust you guys.
Trust is built on a distinctive element, an indicator that the prospect isn't just another number, even if it's an arranged lie. I was nearby your agency last time. I enjoyed a specific dish on your menu. I read your latest content and so on. Credibility. There is no point in saying we are the best or I'm the cheapest, because the person you are talking to has no reason to believe you. Instead, you can play on the association principle. We have known partners, common contacts, similar interests, and so on. Solution. In one sentence, highlight the benefits of your product. Appointments. The appointment is a CTA. It's an intermediary step because you can't sell directly over the phone. It's the consistency principle or the foot in the door technique. You don't get married at first sight. In the same way, you don't buy something from someone you have known for 5 minutes. Have you ever heard of the orange story? 2 people fight over an orange. In the end, they decide to cut it in half. What they didn't know was that their interests were different. The first person wanted the juice, while the second one wanted the zest. In the end, they reach a lose-lose outcome. The moral of the story is that a good email or a good call shouldn't be made to sell, but to help. Try to understand interests over positions. Another fundamental rule is always be closing.
Always be closing. Always be closing.
During a call, no matter the outcome, you can still obtain information. You can ask permission to send further details by email, you can ask for the name of the person in charge, you can ask why they are satisfied with their current solution, and so on. But let's not fool ourselves. Cold calling is still a numbers game.
Non, le raisonnait avec les stats, en fait, qui était de dire, on savait que, par exemple, sur 80 numérotations, on avait 5 contacts argumentés. C'est-à-dire, on passait 80 numéros de téléphone, on avait des gens qui répondaient pas, on avait des secrétaires, des gens qui n'étaient pas là, etc., etc. Et au bout du compte, on avait 5 conversations argumentées, c'est-à-dire là où on avait le temps de dérouler à la bonne personne l'argumentaire. Et sur ces 5 personnes, on avait deux rendez-vous et demi.
It involves testing different approaches again, 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 and again until you get the results you want. This is the end of the video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If it's the case, you can give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to make use of Scrap.io, by creating your account, you can get your first 100 leads free of charge. See you next time.